So this is my cookie table. I used to use a piano bench, we got rid of that piano, and so I have a bin here with props and then just a very large window with natural light and a table. This bin is one of those situations where it doesn't look organized, but it is. This is the background that I use for everything. I'll show you it once it's rolled out. And then I have all sorts of plates and cutting boards, beads, tea towels, stuff like that. This is the background on the table. It's pretty narrow and I do mostly vertical photos, so I lay it out this way. Here's a set I'm photographing. There's 1 dozen in the order, so these 2 bags are going to the customer and this bag I'm photographing. And so I always make extra cookies and I like to photograph extras, so in case there's any breakage or they get damaged or if I drop one or anything, I'm not going to worry about ruining the ones that are actually going to the customer. I use a 5D Mark III professional camera because I used to be a photographer, and so I already had this in all my camera gear, but cell phones work wonders these days, so you don't need a fancy camera like this. So I have my cookies out now. I like to photograph 1 of each, and then I will do a variety of photos mixing and matching the cookies. I like to layer my props, so I have the background, this paper doily, a white plate, and then beads to kind of fill in some of that empty space over there where the doily is filling in empty space over here. I'm pretty proficient in Photoshop, and so I'm going to Photoshop out this bunny because it's an Easter platter, but if you are not very good with editing, I would just have used the beads or a cookie to cover that up. And then the last piece to all this is a reflector, and so I just use a pretty beat up poster board, and I have a chair there and I slide it right next to the table, and that's going to fill in a lot of these shadows and lighten up the photo. I feel like the reflector is such an important part that is often overlooked or just not well understood. So right now you'll see some pretty dark shadows on the right side of all the cookies. So look like right here and right here. So right now the reflector is down and then now it's up. Look how much brighter that picture is going to be. So I will take some photos and then show you the results. Okay, and here's the final photo of all 6 of the cookies. And then here's the same assortment of cookies. I haven't moved them all, but I moved my camera angle and got a little closer. So I did a variety of these. And then I did one where I took out the birthday cookies, but I kept the iced coffee in because I thought it went really well with the makeup and like kind of girly set. And then I took out the coffee because I had her name on it. So now this one has no sort of indication of what kind of event it's for or any personalizations. And I also did a variety of individual cookies. I edited all of them in Lightroom and then they're ready to go.